Hey guys, it's J19, brought to you yet another video, and today is a juicy one because at first I didn't believe these leaks, but according to this guy, he's a viable leaker, he's a viable, reliable source, and he kind of just disappeared. He deleted his reset era, but we're gonna go over what he has to say about Final Fantasy X remake. Yes, you heard me correctly. Final Fantasy X remake apparently is in the works. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth story leaks, whatever you want to say, and then we got a controversy that's brewing up again. It's not super as bad as it was back in 2020, but yes, you've seen the thumbnail. Tifa's breast size, yet again, is cropping up, and people are just like, they're not big enough. Like, they look weird at times. So we're gonna go over that. I'm gonna read something off my phone here because I don't have it up on my screen about her breast size, so that way everybody has a confirmation. Say, relax. She's wearing sports bras and all that good stuff. So, anyways, if you guys want Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Tifa's bra size controversy, whatever, feel free to like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification to stay notified when I go live or upload my next video. Share with a friend. I thank you guys a ton. Channel's been growing a ton. So let's get right into it. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth release date, story, size from Hero 2. That's the guy that leaked the information. Now, before we read the first part, my other video, remember I said I possibly know the release month launch window, right? And people just said, "What? What do you mean?" And people said, "Nice little bait," but it's not really bait because my inside guy is lining up with this insider, and this guy works in the gaming industry. He used to work for Sega and stuff like that. I'm a hero too. So we're gonna read what he said. The Final Fantasy VII Rebirth release date is in January. You heard that right. It's the same release month window I have heard from my inside guy. So, tell you what, things are starting to line up on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and this is super juicy. Zack is playable. They tease the tiniest part of the game. So those of you saying, "Whoa, they didn't really show us a whole lot," yeah, I mean, we show up all the way until Cosmo Canyon. If what that trailer showed is just the teeny tiniest part of the game, how much further are we going beyond Cosmo Canyon? Beyond Cosmo Canyon. Because if we're going beyond Cosmo Canyon, Vincent and Sid are playable. Confirm. Confirm they are playable. If this guy is right and my inside guy is right about the release date, this information could be correct because he did leak the Persona 3 remake, and Atlas apparently, they leaked it accidentally. So that's real. He's been leaking the Final Fantasy 9 remake stuff, and then Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth stuff now, and Final Fantasy 10 remake stuff. Like, this is all nuts. But let's just keep reading. Rebirth is January. Zack is playable during the big part. Game is massive. Kiss the original story completely goodbye. So those of you that think that, hey, this is a continuation of the Final Fantasy VII we know and love, you can kiss that goodbye. That trailer we all watched, I'm still recovering from it, by the way. Like, I did my breakdown earlier. I'm still like trying to piece things together. We are not going the same story as Final Fantasy VII original. That is out the door. They are going completely brand new stuff. This is just crazy. So as the game is massive, kiss the original story, complete goodbye. Now, Tactic Remaster is probably before Final Fantasy IX. There are two new Final Fantasy games. One is a remake and one is the original movie. There is still yet another as yet announced Persona game that is more social. I'll call it PE for now. Tactica was never on my radar, so I'm not sure how much Atlas is doing it for honestly. Merry Christmas. Oh, he also says this: zones, but smaller than 16. The battle system is still sublime. Like, of course, sublime means like it's crazy, insane, it's good. Whatever you want to take it. Now he says, I say 50% of the game is a new direction if I had to guess. As far as Final Fantasy Rebirth. Yeah, Rebirth is not as meta as Remake, which is ultimately literally have fans as those Destiny ghosts but it's definitely a new direction with lots of callbacks. So that's what we got. So let's go on to the Final Fantasy X remake. This is from PlayStation Lifestyle, and they got the same source. I couldn't find the remaining source, so here we go. An insider who previously leaked Persona 3 and Final Fantasy IX remakes have now claimed that a Final Fantasy X remake is also in the works. This is completely blowing my mind right now. Reset era user Hero 2, who quickly made a name for themselves, which accurate leaks also dropped a release window hint. Final Fantasy X Remake will reportedly release in 2026. My buddy Nine, shout out to him, he covered it first. I only heard about the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth stuff. I didn't hear about 10 Remake till his video dropped, so shout out to Nine. Thank you, buddy, for covering it first. I didn't know if I was going to cover it, but shout out to you. Credit goes to you for covering it first. Final Fantasy X Remake reportedly released in 2026. Like, what? That's going to be the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy X, by the way. I am just like, I'm going crazy here. Hero 2 has since deleted a Reset Era account and scrubbed their post, hinted that Final Fantasy X Remake's launch will coincide with the game's 25th anniversary, which happens to fall in 2026. The original first release in Japan in July 2001 for the PlayStation 2. It is unclear why Hero 2 chose to close their account, but according to Reset Era moderators, they worked or still do within the games industry. At one point, Hero 2 revealed that they once worked for Sega, where they weren't treated well. Interestingly, Hero 2 was first one to leak upcoming Persona projects, which is Atlas excellently confirmed prematurely, which I talked about earlier, by uploading trailers ahead of the Xbox showcase on Sunday. Hero 2 has been leaking information about Final Fantasy IX Remake beyond the NVIDIA leak, which was later corroborated by other insiders. So, this guy is reliable. If this is freaking nuts, if he's actually true, and my buddy is telling me the truth too about January, I got one hell of a birthday gift coming. And Final Fantasy X Remake being in the works, like, how in the hell is Square doing all this? How? Like, how are they completely covering this on their freaking busy schedule? Like, Creative Business Unit 1's doing Final Fantasy VII Remake project. They're doing Final Fantasy... They're doing Kingdom Hearts 4. They also work on, like, the Final Fantasy Ever Crisis. You know, they're overlooking it for the mobile division. But still, like, this is mind-blowing. If this guy's right and I'm getting a Final Fantasy X remake in 3 years, like, what the hell, guys? Like, I can't even comprehend what that's going to look like. I just can't. And this can be on PS5. If Sony locks in Final Fantasy IX Remake, Final Fantasy X Remake, like, we don't even have Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster announced yet. And Final Fantasy IX Remake hasn't been announced yet, but it's being leaked like crazy with this guy, and a lot of insiders are reporting that, yeah, according to their sources, like, this is real. Like, my buddy, my inside source guy is saying January for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and now, like, I'm getting reports of this. Like, Square Enix is entering, like, the platinum age. They're going to be releasing big mega Final Fantasies for the next, like, 3 or 4 years, and I am all for it. Just feed me, guys, feed me. I am just, like, so freaking hyped. I can't believe this. If it's all true, if you guys want to take it as a grain of salt, do it. At this point, I believe the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth leaks, the Final Fantasy X Remake leak, I'm going to take it as a grain of salt for now, but if it does happen, holy cow, like, holy shit, dude, I just can't believe it. Anyways, the final controversy thing on this list before I end this video is Tifa's breast size. And, like, I don't know why this is brought up, like, even Square Enix back in, like, when the first Ultimania came out and they, like, confirmed Tifa's breast size, like, the controversy stopped for a while, right? But I was talking to some people today, and just, like, I'm not gonna mention who or where it was, but just, like, I'm also seeing on Twitter as well that people are actually, like, going after Tifa a little bit, and of course the shipping wars is out of control. But, like, why is Tifa's breast being popped up again when her character arc is getting very interesting in Rebirth? Like, they're giving her lots of lines, lots of stuff. Like, holy crap. Like, can we just knock it off? I'm gonna, like, confirm this again. They said this in a quote in the Ultimania. Tifa's breast size is the Japanese G70, which is roughly the size 32-inch triple D, she states. So yeah, she is big. She's massive. She's got massive breasts. But what sports bras do, it compresses them. It supports them, right? So they're not flopping everywhere while she's doing martial arts. So yeah, they're going to appear a little small. And people are going to say, well, what about the purple dress she had? Well, trust me, guys. If that was the case, I'd be a little worried too. You know, I'd be a little worried about that. But I'm not. I'm not worried about her breasts. I'm not worried about her ass. I'm not worried about any of that. Like, if you're worried about a character's ass and breast, you definitely need to get like a rain check and just concentrate on her, like her as a character. Like, yeah, I like Tifa. Tifa is like absolutely beautiful. She's stunning. Like, Square Enix created a beautiful character in her, right? She's got great assets, of course, but I'm not about that. I'm about like, man, like her combat's sick. Her characterization and remake and rebirth now, like, it is top notch. Like, I can't wait for her and Cloud's story arc to unfold. Like, it's gonna be bonkers. I cannot wait. So I don't know why I have to cover this in 2023, but guys, let's just cool off a little bit. Like, what are we gonna do now? Are we gonna start complaining about how Aerith is more flat chested and like why she don't have big breasts like Tifa? Like, come on. Let's just relax a little bit. Let's enjoy the ride. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is gonna be out in January, according to like my insider and this insider. Like, Final Fantasy X Remake is reportedly in production. We got Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster. We got Persona 3 Remake being leaked. It's just like, it's a nutsy time to be a gamer. I'm all for it. If this is all true, guys, buckle up. Square Enix is about to put us on notice and say, hey, look, we're back, baby. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's been fun covering this. I am just like wild. Like 12 and a half minutes in, I'm going to cut it short. So with that said, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of all this. Do you guys think it's just grain of salt? Are you guys sick and tired of the Tifa breast controversy coming up again in 2023? Or you guys are just like all about that? Like, are we going to start complaining about, you know, Aerith? Are we going to start complaining about that? Are we going to start complaining about, you know, how wish Yuffie was actually of age? Like, come on, guys. Let's just calm down. Let's enjoy this game. Let's enjoy the ride that Square's got us on. Final Fantasy 16 is coming out soon. All that jazz. So with that said, hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. I'll catch y'all in the next video.